This is the Makabansa Basketball League Season 3 quarterfinal round, Kapit Basig. And it's presented to you by Metro Pacific Investments and San Miguel Global Power, sponsored by First Philippine Electric Corporation, Meralco Powergen, Pacific Power, Aboitiz Power, Landco Pacific Corporation, Quezon Power Philippines, and Smart Communications. This is the second game of our quarterfinal round. Battle between the undefeated Office of the President, Bagong Pilipinas, the number 1 seed in Group A, facing the number 4 seed in Group B. That is the MPTC Express. My name is Diego Tapaz, and we're coming to you live from the Meralco Fitness Center in Pasig City. And great start here for Ronald Dulatre of MPTC, one of the executives on the floor for MPTC Express. And Kasim Mirza hits the three. It's a 5-2 start for OP Bagong Pilipinas. They're starting with Mirza together with Senator Sonny Angara, Rehe Cartel, Kenneth De Vega, and Rodolfo Palatao. And one more time, that's a long two though for Ronald Dulatre, bringing his A game today. 4 points already for Dulatre, who is averaging 3 points per game this season already, exceeding his average this season. Senator Sonny Angara gives it up. Rehe Cartel unloads and scores from beyond the arc. And OP Bagong Pilipinas showing us why they are undefeated this season so far. 8-4 score in favor of the white shirts. So OP Bagong Pilipinas in the white uniform, while itong MPTC Express naman wearing the red uniforms with black shorts. MPTC Express, by the way, starting with J. Bryce Sodes, Benedict Bagunu, Joem Elamil, Ronald Dulatre, and Christopher De Jesus. Senator Sonny Angara gives it to Cartel, swings it to Palatao. Palatao kicks it out. Cartel unloads once again, this time missing the heat check. Elamil to the front court. Shot clock down to 16. Solis finds Dulatre, unloads, missing that one. And now here comes the 3-on-2 fast break. Cartel leaves it, and a great finish coming from Rodolfo Palatao, the fourth, getting the hoop, the harm, the three-point play the hard way. And now it's a 10-4 lead for OP Bagong Pilipinas. Seven and a half remaining here in the first. And Palatao to the line for the bonus. In and out though for Palatao. 6-point lead for OP Bagong Pilipinas. Solis, 12 to shoot. Gives it up to Christopher De Jesus. De Jesus, 12-foot jumper missing. Rehe Cartel quickly to the attack. Senator Sonny Angara makes the extra pass, but picked off by Solis. Solis starting the fast break. 2-on-2 attack, and Solis gets erased by Kasim Mirza. 20 seconds to shoot for MPTC Express. Baseline inbound for Christopher De Jesus to Solis. 16 to shoot for MPTC Express. Still with De Jesus at the right wing. Kicks it out. J. Bryce Solis missing from beyond the arc. Now Rehe Cartel. Behind the back pass. De Vega spins. One-handed shot inside the shaded lane and in. 12-4, an 8-point lead for OP Bagong Pilipinas. Solis gives it up. Now they go down low. Extra pass for Elamil, but stolen away. Rehe Cartel attacking. Lefty finish. And it's a 10-point advantage. 14-4, and Coach Adonis Tiara calls timeout. We'll be right back. OP up by 10, 14-4. There's a Makabansa Basketball League Season 3 quarterfinal round. Kapit Bisig. It's presented to you by Metro Pacific Investments and San Miguel Global Power. We are live right now on the Makabansa Inc. Facebook page, as well as on pusop.com. Your game, your community. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Baseline J goes through for Joem Elamil, coming off that timeout called by Coach Adonis Tierra. Senator Sonny Angara gives it up. Kasim Mirza hits the jumper from foul line extended. Back to a 10-point lead for OP Bagong Pilipinas. 17 to shoot. Solis measuring the defense of Senator Sonny Angara. Great pick and roll action. Once again, that help side defense from OP Bagong Pilipinas. Kenneth De Vega erases that shot attempt. 10 to shoot for MPTC Express. Down 10, 16 to 6. Solis to De Jesus. 4 to shoot for the Express. They need to put up shot up. Elamil for 3. Short. And Mirza hauls down the rebound. Forward pass. Palatao lost the handle. And Joem Elamil recovers the loose ball, but a foul given up by Rehe Lloyd Cartel. And Ronald Dolatre checks out. He's replaced by Coach AG Alan Gregorio. Solis drops it off. Baguno missing. Second try for Baguno. Off the window and in. The bank is open late this evening on a Tuesday night. (16 to 8). 8-point advantage for OP Bagong Pilipinas. Senator Sonny Angara, skip pass. They go to the corner. Three-pointer down the hatch. Rodolfo Palatao the fourth. 11-point advantage for OP. 14 to shoot. Solis driving right. But first a foul called against Senator Sonny Angara. Entering the ball game for OP Bagong Pilipinas, replacing both Senator Sonny Angara and Rehe Cartel. That would be number 23, that's Chris Dalaten. And also entering the ball game, that's that's Justado Espinosa Jr. Baguno, close range shot, 4 points in the ball game for MPTC Express, and now they're up to 10 points but still down 9. 4 minutes left. Mirza lets it fly off to the left. Rebound secured by Paul Ruanto. That's Jibril Solis. Solis, second try, gets fouled, will take 2 from the line. Getting that offensive board of that Joem Elamil miss. Jibril Solis heading to the foul line for 2 shots. Solis this season has been solid, averaging 19 points, including 50% from the foul line, 5.4 rebounds, and 7.2 assists. Right on cue, 1 for 2 from the foul line for Jibril Solis. Mirza. Great ball movement for OP. That three-pointer. That's for Roman Ramos. Three minutes and 15 remaining here in the first. Christopher De Jesus gives it up to Solis. Kick out to Elamil. Elamil. Elbow three. Bang! Bang! Boom! 22 to 14. 8-point ball game in favor of OP Bagong Pilipinas. Mirza driving baseline, missing that jumper. Second try. A miss from close range for Kenneth De Vega. And now MPTC Express on the run. Elamil drops it off. De Jesus for the finish. Down to a 6-point ball game. Near steal for Solis, but great recovery for Kenneth De Vega for the score underneath. 8-point ball game for OP Bagong Pilipinas. Alan Gregorio gives it up to Solis. Now to Christopher De Jesus. 12 seconds to shoot. Solis thought about the three. Dancing, bobbing, weaving. Drops it off for Coach AG, and he knocks it down from the left wing. 24-18. Down to the last 2 minutes of quarter number 1. Espinoza, the spin, the finish for OP Bagong Pilipinas. 8-point lead once again for Office of the President. Solis with 16 to shoot. They drop it down low to Christopher De Jesus, and De Jesus gets fouled by Espinoza. Entering the ball game is Christian San Luis, replacing Kenneth De Vega, the starting center. Genesis Barrett replacing Christopher De Jesus. Long two, missed by Joem Elamil. 1-3 attack for OP Bagong Pilipinas. No good on the first try for Chris Dalaten. Dalaten goes closer, gets fouled, will take 2 from the line. Coach AG gets called for that last foul. A minute and 10 remaining here in the first quarter. So a warning on Coach Adonis Tierra. So Chris Dalaten hits the first but misses the second, and the rebound by Espinoza ping pongs its way to Chris Dalaten. Ramos lets it fly from the left elbow but misses. Strong rebound by J. Bryle Solis. Solis makes his move. Snakes through the defense, gets fouled. Doesn't get that lucky bounce, but instead will have to earn his points from the line. Roman Ramos called for that last foul. J. Bryle Solis goes back to the line for 2. Solis 1 for 2. (27-20). It's a 7-point advantage for OP Bagong Pilipinas, heading into the final stretch of the first quarter. 2 team fouls for the Express, while OP Bagong Pilipinas in the penalty. 2-for-1 opportunity for OP if they decide to go at this early. Espinoza thought about the 3, drove closer. 4 seconds to shoot. Hang time move for Diosdado Espinoza Jr. Gets the triple B, the bump, the bucket, and the chance for the bonus. Diosdado Espinoza Jr. chance to make this a 10-point ball game once again. Takes it and makes it. 4 seconds difference between game and shot clock. Solis slowly to the front court. Jeff Bassa gets the ball back from Coach AG. He launches the three, but no good. Second try, Solis misses, but gets the foul in the process. And the foul is called on Christian San Luis. Solis goes for another trip at the foul line. Solis only managed a split on both instances previously. Now 3 out of 6 from the free throw line. 10.5 seconds remaining and OP will get the last shot. 9-point lead for the white shirts. They go to Mirza. Mirza thought about the three, drove closer. Nice drop off for San Luis. Oh wow, so looks like there's some extra commotion there between Genesis Barrett and Christian San Luis. That unfortunately left the Christian San Luis sprawling to the floor. As time expired here in the first quarter. So referees will decide if that last foul on Genesis Barrett merited an upgrade on the foul. (30-21) is the count in favor of OP Bagong Pilipinas at the end of the first quarter. Possibly more, depending of course on the conference between the three referees. That's Crew Chief Dave, Mr. Happy Maligaya, and umpires Eric Mendoza and Vivencio Pascual. So they will announce shortly the result of their review. Alright, so they're going to put back 1 second on the clock. Genesis Barrett got called for an unsportsmanlike foul. It will be 2 foul shots for Christian San Luis. Head coach Adonis Tierra is contesting that last call. Of course, they're discussing things with our officiating crew, led by Crew Chief Dave Maligaya and umpires Eric Mendoza and Vivencio Pascual. Right now, MPTC Express head coach Adonis Tierra together with assistant coach Jay Serrano, they are pleading their case with our officiating crew. But the judgment has been handed down. 1 second remaining here in the first period. So we've got a little delay here after the decision was handed down. An unsportsmanlike foul handed to Genesis Barrett.
Report muna.
So right now the referees are talking to the head coaches for OP Bagong Pilipinas. That's Coach Oscar Crisostoma Jr. and Coach Adonis Tierra. So it's a 9-point advantage. Again for OP Bagong Pilipinas, holding a twice to beat edge. So if MPTC loses, it will be OP Bagong Pilipinas facing our winners earlier, the AFP Cavaliers. Won the previous game 114-83 earlier tonight. Okay, so our so there's also a technical foul that was handed out on Christian San Luis. I think also for that so it will be J. Bryle Solis taking the technical free throw. Oh wow, so Christian San Luis was ejected after a second technical foul. So it will be J. Bryle Solis taking to the foul line once again for another shot. It's down to an 8-point ball game. So it will be so we'll find out also who will be the designated free throw shooter, since Christian San Luis was already ejected from the ball game. So he will no longer be able to take those 2 free throws from that unsportsmanlike foul meted on Genesis Barrett of MPTC Express. So let's find out who will be the nominated free throw shooter. Looks like it will be Kasim Mirza. So we've got a lengthy stretch here to end the first quarter. So things getting heated in this do or die match for MPTC Express. While for OP Bagong Pilipinas, 1 win gets them in to the Final Four. So the nominated free throw shooter will be Kenneth De Vega. So Kenneth De Vega will go to the foul line for 2 shots. First free throw is in. But the second doesn't go through. So we still got 1 second remaining here in the first quarter. So OP Bagong Pilipinas still has the chance to end this quarter with a 10-point lead if they make a basket. So there's enough for a catch and shoot. Inbounding the basketball will be Chris Dalaten. Check that. Looks like they will go with Justado Espinoza Jr. He will be inbounding from the sideline. Catch and shoot situation here. Dalaten, top of the key, three! Bang! Bang! Boom! After a lengthy end to the first quarter, Chris Dalaten wide open for the three, allowing OP Bagong Pilipinas to get an 11-point advantage at the end of one, 34-23. We'll be right back with second quarter play here in the Makabansa Basketball League Season 3 quarterfinal round. This is the Makabansa Basketball League Season 3 quarterfinal round. Kapit Bisig, presented by Metro Pacific Investments and San Miguel Global Power, sponsored by First Philippine Electric Corporation, Meralco Power Gen, Pacific Power, Aboitiz Power, Lanco Pacific Corporation, Quezon Power Philippines, and Smart Communications. And J. Briles Solis opens the scoring here in the second quarter. It's down to a 9-point advantage for OP Bagong Pilipinas, 34-25. My name is Diego De Paz, coming to you from courtside here at the Meralco Fitness Center in Pasig City. So if you just missed the action, live on the Makabansa Inc. Facebook page and pusop.com, your game, your community. Earlier we saw the ejection on Christian San Luis after he got that physical play underneath earlier with Genesis Barrett of MPTC Express. So he was teed up first for second motion with Genesis Barrett, and then the second time for resentment to a call. De Jesus underneath the basket. That's swatted away by Kenneth De Vega. De Vega drops it off, and Chris Dalaten missing at the dunker spot. Dalaten ended the first quarter with a top of the key three as time expired. Long rebound by Chris Dalaten. 2-on-none attack and the finish with the right hand. 36-25, back to an 11-point lead for OP Bagong Pilipinas, the number 1 seed coming out of Group A, versus MPTC Express, number 4 seed coming out of Group B, and a 3-pointer by Jeff Bassa, iron deficient and sails out of bounds. Jeff Bassa averaging 38% from the 3-point land, but could not make that last shot. Dalaten, gives it to Ramos, back to Dalaten. Same spot as earlier. Short. Ramos gets the rebound. Fresh 14 on the shot clock. Now they go to Reynaldo Malaga Jr. Hits the jumper from foul line extended. 8 minutes left here in the first half. MPTC Express down 13. Near bad pass for Joem Elamil, and he recovers the ball back. Elamil drives closer, gets fouled as he met up top with Kenneth De Vega. Aaron Baguno, Benedict Baguno rather, replaces Coach AG Alan Gregorio. And Joem Elamil hits the first of 2 free throws. Joam Elamil hits both free throws. It's down to an 11-point ball game once again, 38-27. Laten forward to Kasim Mirza. 17 seconds on the shot clock. Malaga sets the screen. Mirza, extra pass to Ramos, back to Mirza. 10 seconds to shoot. Mirza uses the Vega screen. Mirza, the skip pass. They go back to Malaga outside. 2 seconds left, and Malaga bobbles the basketball. Now Elamil attacking. Gives it up to the other end, and the jumper won't fall through for Gibson Repomata. Chris Dalaten. 17 on the shot clock. Dalaten goes down the middle. Blows that layup. Bagunu. Jumper. Short. Bagunu gets his own miss. Swatted away by Kenneth De Vega. But MPTC recovers. Elamil driving right. Baseline jumper. No. Rebound by Dalaten. Ramos attacking left. Gets fouled on the way up by Jeff Basa. Two free throws on the way for Roman Ramos. Chris Dalaten will check out. And back goes in is Rehel Lloyd Cartel. One for two from the line. Ramos tried to track down the rebound but taps it. Oh, lucky break for OP Bagong Pilipinas as Gibson Repomata taps it out of bounds at the baseline. Roman Ramos checks out. Mirza at the right elbow. Gets a screen from De Vega. Launches the three. Goes to the back heel. Second time around. Mirza, same spot. Different result. Ichi Ni San. 6:19 left. And this OP Bagong Pilipinas lead starting to balloon again. Now 42-27. MPTC Express calling timeout. OP Bagong Pilipinas leading against MPTC Express 42-27. 6 minutes and 15 remaining here in the second quarter. Coach Adonis Tierra talked over with the players, and that miss from J. Brian Solis coming off that timeout. Solis will go back to the free throw line. Again, a 50% free throw shooter. Jay Solis 6 for 8 from the free throw line tonight. Already has 8 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. Solis hits the first. "14-point lead for OP Bagong Pilipinas. Solis short. Can't get his own miss. Long rebound secured by Rehe Cartel. OP Bagong Pilipinas turns the ball over as Rodolfo Palatao IV could not keep the ball inbound. Solis. Attacking the left wing. Well defended here by Rehe Cartel. Gives it to Elamil at the top of the key. Bounce pass inside to De Jesus. Tried to spin. Lost the handle at the baseline. Here comes OP Bagong Pilipinas. Malaga swings it to Palatao. Palatao baseline drive. His pass picked away by Christopher De Jesus. Elamil starting the 2-on-2 fast break. Elamil drops it off to Solis. Solis spins, drives, missing. It will stay with MPTC Express with 14 on their shot clock. Ball touched last by Rodolfo Palatao. Kenneth De Vega checks out, replaced by Diosdado Espinosa Jr. Foul called before the inbound occurred. And it's on Rehe Lloyd Cartel. Third foul on Cartel. One of the first players in foul trouble. Solis makes his move. Trying to drive through the right. Oh, a technical foul called against the bench of OP Bagong Pilipinas. Wow. Oh, it's against Coach Adonis Tierra rather. So it will be a technical free throw for OP Bagong Pilipinas. Coach Adonis Tierra already warned earlier for unsportsmanlike behavior. So referees are really tightening the calls here after that late first quarter incident that resulted in the ejection of Christian San Luis. And Kasim Mirza hitting that technical free throw. So entering the ball game for OP Bagong Pilipinas, that's Kevin Ong replacing Rehe Lloyd Cartel, who has 3 personal fouls. 4 seconds on the shot clock for MPTC Express. Elamil with the inbound. Gets the ball back. Fakes. Fires from the elbow. Short. Mirza with the rebound. Mirza settling the troops for OP Bagong Pilipinas. Past the halfway mark. Mirza gives it up to Palatao. Lets it fly from the elbow. Too strong. Solis attacking from the left. Goes down the middle. Solis off the window. Offline. Kevin Ong with the rebound. Rinaldo Malaga drops it off for Mendoza, but Mendoza lost the handle. Bagunu against Mirza. Bagunu missing from close range. Second try for Bagunu. Still won't drop. Now Ong attacking from the left wing. Kills his dribble. Gives it to Mirza. Shot clock down to 16 for Kasim Mirza. Ong, left corner 3. Hits the side of the board. Rebound. No good for Malaga on the second try. MPTC Express down 15. And nice drop off for Benedict Bagunu for the score. Down to a baker's dozen 13-point lead for OP Bagong Pilipinas. The white shirts in penalty early. Mirza, left elbow 3, no. And unfortunately for MPTC Express, Gibson Repomata could not keep the handle. It will stay with OB Bagong Pilipinas, and that's Coach Oscar Crisostomo Jr. calling timeout for OP Bagong Pilipinas. We'll be back in a moment. OP Bagong Pilipinas leading MPTC Express 43-30 with 3.5 remaining here in the second quarter. Shot clock down to 12 for the white shirts. Espinoza driving baseline, one-hander missing. And the rebound secured by Christopher De Jesus. Foul called against Joseph Law. It will be 2 shots for Christopher De Jesus on the other end. As I mentioned earlier before the break, OP Bagong Pilipinas in penalty quite early on here in the second quarter. De Jesus gets the first to trickle in. MPTC Express shooting 10 out of 13. Now 10 out of 14 after that split from Christopher De Jesus at the foul line. .14 to shoot for OP Bagong Pilipinas. Ong fakes the 3. Skip pass to Senator Sonny Angara. Law back to Ong. Elbow 3. Uno, dos, tres. 46-31. OP Bagong Pilipinas leading all throughout this match, and De Jesus gets called for the foul. Caught with his hand in the cookie jar on that rebounding play against Kenneth De Vega. Down to the last 2 minutes and 44 of the second period. .15 lead for OP Bagong Pilipinas. The Latin back in the game. Extra pass for Senator Sonny Angara. They try to feed Law. Saved by J. Brian Solis. 3-on-3 attack. And the great finish coming from Joem Elamil. The double pump for the score. Kevin Ong setting the table here. They swing it to Senator Sonny Angara. Now to De Vega. 7 to shoot. Ong, elbow 3. Down the hatch. All nylon, no iron. 16-point lead for OP Bagong Pilipinas, 49-33. 15 to shoot. High off the glass for J. Brian Solis, missing. But Christopher De Jesus was right there to clean up the mess. Minute and 28 remaining. Chris the Latin gives it for Senator Sonny Angara. Back to the Latin. 9 to shoot. They go to the corner. Ong thought about the 3. They dump it down low. De Vega! Count it! For the triple B, the bump, the bucket, and the chance for the bonus. Minute and 16 remaining, and we see the first entry for Alejandro Bautista. Coach Adonis Tierra trying to find an answer to OP Bagong Pilipinas' quiet rally here in the second quarter. One more time, the double pump shot, the specialty of the house for Joem Elamil. .17 to shoot, and Kevin Ong calling the play here. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Senator Sonny Angara. Bang! Bang! Boom! Wow. 54-37. And OP Bagong Pilipinas continues to rain it on from beyond the arc. So before that shot, it was 8 out of 16 for OP Bagong Pilipinas from beyond the arc. 10 seconds to shoot for MPTC Express. 25 seconds left in the quarter. And J. Brian Solis successful in that foul fishing expedition. Joseph Law called for that foul, his second. Solis hits the first, and MPTC Express as a team averaging 58% from the free throw line today at 71%. Solis gets both, and OP Bagong Pilipinas will burn their final timeout of the first half with 24 seconds exactly. We'll be right back. Here's the Makabansa Basketball League Season 3 quarterfinal round. Kapit Bisig presented by Metro Pacific Investments and San Miguel Global Power. Down to the last 24 seconds of the first half. Shot clock is off for OP Bagong Pilipinas. They get the last crack at the basket before we hit the halftime break. Kevin Ong, isolation play, surveying the floor, tried to feed. Kenneth De Vega down low but overshoots the mark on the pass. 6.7 seconds left. MPTC Express, enough time to put up a shot here. Solis, drop off pass inside, and Alejandro Bautista gets blocked by Kenneth De Vega to end the first half of play. 54-39, OP Bagong Pilipinas, the top seed of Group A, leading MPTC Express 54-39. And we'll be back with third quarter of action here in the Makabansa Basketball League Season 3, Kapit Bisig. This is the Makabansa Basketball League Season 3 quarterfinals. Kapit Bisig presented by Metro Pacific Investments and San Miguel Global Power. Sponsored by First Philippine Electric Corporation, Meralco Powergen, Pacific Power, Aboitiz Power, Landco, Pacific Corporation, Quezon Power Philippines, and Smart Communications. We're about to begin the third quarter of action here inside the Meralco Sports Center in Pasig City. At the halftime break, it's 54-39. OP Bagong Pilipinas, the number 1 seed in Group A, leading the way against MPTC Express. My name is Diego Del Paz, coming to you from courtside. We're about to begin action shortly. At the half. And also 5 block shots for the white shirts. Action now underway here in the third quarter, and a great finish for Kevin Ong by his lonesome. (59-39). It's a 20-point advantage for OP Bagong Pilipinas, showing us why they have been leading the way all season long. Pesky defense, as well as hot shooting just when they need it. Mirza trying to measure up the defense. Mirza, cross-court pass. Chris Dalaten launches a 3! 1, 2, 3! 62-39. Wow. Now OP Bagong Pilipinas on the run. Dalaten with the left-handed finish. And this lead starting to balloon further. Now at 23 points. Elamil driving baseline. Does the reverse, but an offensive foul called against Genesis Barrett. And looks like Kenneth De Vega got shaken and stirred just like a James Bond martini, and he will take a seat on the bench. Making his first entry into the game, that's Rogen Covarrubias. Also in the game, that's Justado Espinoza Jr. Mirza. Oh, an offensive foul called against Espinoza for that illegal screen. Under 8 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. We are live on the Makabansa Basketball League Facebook page. That's Makabansa Inc. And also on pusop.com, your game, your community. 16 seconds on the shot clock. Espinoza, bullet pass, finds its way to the right baseline. And Rogen Covarrubias, first 2 of the game, and he gets called for that foul. So Covarrubias hasn't scored all season. Finally gets his first 2 points. (16 seconds to shoot. Noel Pangilinan. They go back to Pangilinan after giving it to Joem Elamil. 6 to shoot for the Express. Pangilinan driving, the runner short, and Baguno's shot came after the buzzer. 7:08 remaining in the third, and Coach Adonis Tierra reinserting Jeff Basa into the lineup. Chris Dalaten to Kevin Ong. 70 to shoot, back to Dalaten. They go to the corner. Rojan Covarrubias missing from beyond the arc. Solis on the fast break. Great finish! Courtesy of Joem Elamil. 66 to 41. And Elamil will go to the line for the bonus shot. After that triple B connection, the bump, the bucket, and the chance for this extra free throw, the bonus. Missing that free throw. One more time, the drive. 4-point possession for Joem Elamil. And a steal by MPTC Express. And a miss from close range for Elamil. The second time around, Brian Solis. It's a 6-0 run. And Solis gets the steal. 21-point advantage for OP Bagong Pilipinas. Solis gets stripped. It will stay with MPTC Express. 14 seconds to shoot. Elamil. Series of moves. Kicks it out to Solis for 3. Short. Mirza hauls down the rebound. And now OP Bagong Pilipinas trying to slow things down. Great pass inside to Espinoza. Wild shot, missing. Jeff Basa. Nice find to a streaking Joel Elamil. And Coach Oscar Crisostomo Jr. of OP Bagong Pilipinas not happy with what he's seeing. It's down to a 19-point game. OP Bagong Pilipinas calling this timeout. We'll be right back. (66 to 47). MPTC Express putting on a run here. And a foul against MPTC Express. That's on Genesis Barrett. That's the fourth personal foul on Genesis Barrett. Nearing the halfway point of the third period. And the words of Coach Adonis Tierra slowly coming alive here in the second half. Mirza fires a 3. Overshoots the mark. Solis gets the rebound. Solis surveying the floor. Gets fouled in the backcourt by Rodolfo Palatao IV. Kenneth De Vega returns to the match, replacing Chris Dalaten for some added size, as MPTC Express exploiting the height mismatch. Miss 3 from the corner for Joem Elamil. Great feed to Barrett, who gets fouled and will take 2 from the line. The tide slowly turning in the favor of MPTC Express. And just like the first 2 quarters, OP Bagong Pilipinas in penalty early. And Genesis Barrett gets the lucky roll. No tomorrow for MPTC if they lose today. OP Bagong Pilipinas holding a twice to beat edge. Barrett goes 2 out of 2. 17-point advantage for OP Bagong Pilipinas, and they throw the ball away. Bad pass from Reynaldo Malaga Jr. Midway through the third quarter. Solis. Gives it to Elamil. Back to Solis. They swing it. Barrett. They feed Baguno at the baseline for that short corner jumper. 15-point lead for OP Bagong Pilipinas. De Vega makes the extra pass. Drop off. And finally, OP Bagong Pilipinas stops the fire. Reynaldo Malaga Jr. with a dunker spot shot. It's back to a 17-point ball game for the white shirts. Solis. Three-pointer for MPTC Express. Joem Elamil left it short. And it's a backcourt violation on the red shirts. "14 seconds on the shot clock for OP Bagong Pilipinas. Mirza gets the ball back. Sizing up. Jeff Basa gets a screen from Kenneth De Vega. Nice feed underneath. Rehe Lloyd Cartel scoring. And now it's a 4-0 run for OP Bagong Pilipinas to make this a 19-point difference. 14 to shoot for MPTC Express. Solis. Barrett drives closer. The kick out pass. Three-pointer. Short for Jeff Basa. Now here comes OP Bagong Pilipinas. Rehe Lloyd Cartel to Mirza. They feed De Vega. De Vega off the window and in for that straightaway shot. 72-51, OP Bagong Pilipinas with the lead. J. Solis goes to Elamil. Elamil fades, fires, takes it and makes it from 13 feet out. It's a seesaw battle here in the third period, but OP Bagong Pilipinas still weathering the storm. Mirza spins, gives it to De Vega. De Vega, nice feed underneath. And De Vega, 3 tries. But there's a foul against, let's see if it's Baguno or it's Barrett. And that's it for Genesis Barrett. 5 personal fouls. That's it for his evening and possibly for the season if MPTC could not get the win tonight. Re-entering the ball game is Christopher De Jesus. Ronald Dulatre replacing Benedict Baguno. Baseline inbound for OP. 14 to shoot. Mirza shuffled his feet, danced to the wrong beat. Okay, and Qasim Mirza got warned for resentment to a call. 2.5 left here in the third period. Solis had the ball picked away. Rehe Lloyd Cartel off to the races and gets to the finish line for the deuce. Solis gets a screen from Antonino Tayao. Elamil driving baseline. Elamil with the right-handed finish. OP Bagong Pilipinas on the attack. Kick out pass by Rodolfo Palatao. Goes to the hands of Elamil. Elamil kills the dribble. Kicks it out to Solis. Solis, baseline drive. Oh, the right lane drive rather. Kisses it off the glass and in. Getting the triple B, the bump, the bucket, and the chance for the bonus. Fourth personal foul called on Rehel. Lloyd Cartel, who has been playing in foul trouble through most of these 3 quarters so far. J. Brian Soles hits the bonus. 16-point lead for OP Bagong Pilipinas as we reach the final minute and a half of the third quarter. Mirza steps into a 3. In and out. Solis in heavy traffic, tried to drop it off. Palatao gets a steal. Ong, nice feed to De Vega for the lefty finish. 76-58, and OP Bagong Pilipinas forces another MPTC turnover. Mirza, the feed to the corner to Ong. Skip pass goes to Palatao. Palatao with a baseline drive. The kick out. Kevin Ong for 3. Bang! Bang! Boom! And Coach Adonis Tierra of MPTC Express will burn this timeout with 48.5 seconds remaining in the third. We'll be right back with more Makabansa Basketball League Season 3 action. Office of the President, Bagong Pilipinas, extending their advantage. Now at 25 points, 81-58. Ronald Dolatre missing from the corner. Rebound by Kenneth De Vega. Malaga gives it to Senator Sonny Angara. Sealed with a kiss on that backboard hitting shot. Down to the last 16 seconds for MPTC Express, getting the final crack at the basket here in the third period. Joey Melamil driving down the lane. And that was a Jordan-esque shot. And that will be it here in the third quarter. 83-60. 23-point advantage for the still undefeated Office of the President, Bagong Pilipinas. Heading into the fourth and final quarter. We'll be right back with more action here in the Makabansa Basketball League Season 3 quarterfinals. Kapit Bisig. This is the Makabaza Basketball League Season 3 Kapit Basic presented by Metro Pacific Investments and San Miguel Global Power. Sponsored by First Philippine Electric Corporation, Meralco Power Gen, Pacific Power, Aboitiz Power, Landco Pacific Corporation, Quezon Power Philippines, and Smart Communications. We are down to the final 10 minutes, possibly for the MPTC Express season if they could not come up with a run. Down 23 points against the undefeated number 1 seed from Group A, that is Office of the President, Bagong Pilipinas, 83-60. My name is Diego Del Paz, coming to you live from the Meralco Fitness Center in Pasig City. Great stop for MPTC Express. Elamil with a baseline drive, nearly connects on that reverse layup. Kevin Ong, one of the scoring leaders here for OP Bagong Pilipinas with 14 points, 2 rebounds, and 4 assists. Baseline J for Senator Sonny Angara, but misses it. The rebound gathered by Tayao. Joem Elamil feeds Basa. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Basa trying to read the defense. Back to Elamil. Elamil trapped at the corner. Dulatre, baseline jumper, short. The rebound by Jeffrey, that's Justado Espinosa Jr. Ong, 15 seconds on the shot clock. Feeds Espinosa. Well defended here by Jeff Basa. Espinosa, keyhole jumper, iron deficient, and sails out of bounds. Robert Faundo in, Kevin Ong out. MPTC Express, they need to start this run now. Coach AG Alan Gregorio back in the fold for MPTC Express. Kick out pass, nice find. That 3-pointer off to the right for J. Brian Solis. Reynaldo Malaga Jr. gives it to Faundo. They swing it to Senator Sonny Angara. Skip pass going the way of Faundo, who misses that long too. Now Coach AG to the front court. Hook pass going to Tayao, and a foul given up by Justado Espinosa Jr. JJ Aranzanzo entering the ball game for the first time tonight, replacing Reynaldo Malaga Jr. 16 to shoot for MPTC Express. Alan Gregorio, the feed inside to Christopher De Jesus. De Jesus had the ball stripped by Joseph Lo. De Jesus, 3 on the shot clock. Tried to go off glass, gets fouled. Will take 2 from the line. To the line for 2 is Christopher De Jesus, hitting the first, making the second. Now here comes OP Bagong Pilipinas. Aranzanzo to Faundo. Espinosa back to Aranzanzo, who had the ball stolen away. 2-on-1 attack, and the finish by Elamil. Down to the last 7 minutes of this match. OP Bagong Pilipinas lead at 21, 83-64. Espinosa had the ball stolen away, and an offensive foul called against Antonino Tayao. Oh wow. And that's Justado Espinosa Jr. holding on to his face. 6:46 left, and Justado Espinosa Jr. still down on the ground. I think he is holding on to his mouth area. Less than 7 minutes to go. And let's take a look at some of the leaders so far in this match. Joam Elamil leading the way for MPTC Express with 25 points. J. Brian Solis with 16. And Benedict Baguno with 8. Kevin Ong, the top scorer for OP Bagong Pilipinas with 14. Kenneth De Vega with 13 and Kasim Mirza with 11. And Espinoza slowly exiting the court. And Reynaldo Malaga Jr. returning to the ball game for Justado Espinosa Jr. Six minutes and 46 remaining here in the fourth and final quarter. So after that offensive foul called against Antonino Tayao, it will be OP Bagong Pilipinas possession. So it looks like Diosdado Espinosa Jr. is still shaken and has to be helped out of the court. Of course, we hope nothing serious happened and that he's all right. That was a hard shot, possibly to the face from my vantage point here. OP Bagong Pilipinas undefeated in 6 games this season. Took a bye in the play-in round. And looks like they won't make full use of that twice to beat advantage. 10 to shoot. Aranzanzo missing the 3. Christopher De Jesus with the rebound. Solis forward to Elamil. Solis, Coach AG. Back to Solis with 12 seconds on the shot clock. And a foul against JJ Aranzanzo. 14 seconds on the shot clock for MPTC Express. Solis trying to make a move. Lost the handle, recovers the ball. Coach Alan Gregorio. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Feeds Solis. Solis going through the lane. Gets fouled and will take 2 from the line. Solis will take 2 from the line. 17 points tonight after that made free throw. 18 out of 23 for MPTC Express from the free throw line tonight. Solis goes 2 out of 2. $19 to shoot for OP Bagong Pilipinas, and the steal by Christopher De Jesus. Solis attacking against 4 white shirts. Lost the handle, and JJ Aranzanzo with the steal. Senator Sonny Angara kicks it out for Faundo. Faundo, the feed to Aranzanzo, missing. Christopher De Jesus with the rebound. Coach Alan Gregorio attacking the right lane, puts up the jumper, offline. And we are nearing the end of this match. Halfway through the fourth quarter, and the runner missed by Joseph Lo, and he will take 2 from the free throw line. miss from the foul line for Joseph Law. Law missing on that second free throw. And MPTC Express burns this timeout with 5 minutes and 29 remaining in the fourth quarter. OP Bagong Pilipinas leading against MPTC Express 83-66 as we go deeper into this Tuesday night here in the quarterfinals of your Makabansa Basketball League Season 3. And another foul called against Christopher De Jesus. JJ Aranzazo hits the deck of the Meralco Sport Fitness Center floor. 5 minutes and 16 remaining here in the fourth quarter. So a warning on JJ Aranzazo for faking a foul earlier. 5 minutes and 11 remaining and a turnover by Aranzazo. Solis attacking down the lane. And Solis gets fouled. Another 2 shots from the free throw line. This time the foul whistled against Reynaldo Malaga Jr. 2 free throws on the way for J. Bryce Solis. Solis with 18.7 rebounds, 7 assists tonight. Solis goes 1 for 2. Hikes his total to 19 points. Five minutes left. Sarte to De Vega. Now they feed Chris Dalaten. 12 seconds on the shot clock. They go cross court to Senator Sonny Angara. Now back to Malaga. Malaga. Senator Sonny Angara feeds Dalaten. Top of the key. 3! And down it goes. 86-67. 19-point advantage for OP Bagong Pilipinas. Their lead has not touched lower than 10 points. Or should we say not lower than 15 points through most of the second half. And Malaga checks out, replaced by Roman Ramos. Ramos goes to De Vega. De Vega triple teamed. And he shuffled his feet and danced to the wrong beat. With that intense pressure applied by MPTC Express, blitzing the big man, Kenneth De Vega. MPTC Express, 19 points separates them and OP Bagong Pilipinas. Alan Gregorio with the floater. 4 minutes left. 86-69. And that pass coming from Chris Dalaten, too high for Kenneth De Vega to reach. Under 4 minutes left. Coach Alan Gregorio with the handle. They feed Christopher De Jesus. De Jesus lost the handle, but a foul called against OP Bagong Pilipinas. And it's another trip to the line for Christopher De Jesus. For the season, De Jesus averaging 64% from the free throw line. And tonight so far, De Jesus 3 for 4. Short on the first. De Jesus with 7 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 steals. 0 for 2 for De Jesus on that trip to the 4.5-meter line. The Latin forward. And the blitz here once again for MPTC Express. Ramos throws it away. De Jesus gets the steal. Coach AG, drop-off pass, Solis gets fouled. Another 2 free throws for J. Bryle Solis. J. Bryle Solis, 19 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists. And Diosdado Espinosa Jr., after getting knocked silly earlier here in the fourth quarter, returns. We're glad that nothing serious happened to Mr. Diosdado Espinosa Jr. A split from the foul line for J. Bryle Solis. Alex Eblacas making his first appearance. So averaging 2.4 minutes per game. And Coach AG, together with Joem Elamil, will check out. The Latin forward pass stolen away by Christopher De Jesus. De Jesus gets fouled by Diosdado Espinosa Jr. and another round to the line for Christopher De Jesus. For Espinosa, that's his fourth personal foul. Christopher De Jesus hits the first. We're down to the last 3 minutes and 15 of the fourth quarter. Cartel forward pass to Espinosa. The Latin drop-off pass inside for Roman Ramos. Gets fouled and will take 2 from the line.
Number 16, Angelino Kyle, his first personal foul. 2 free throws for Roman Ramos.
Ramos gets a lucky bounce on the first. Ramos 1 out of 2 from the line. So Ramos averaging 3 points per game. Now with 6 points tonight. And Alex Eblacas gets his first points of the season. So we are down to the midnight hours of this matchup. Long bomb missed by Diosdado Espinosa. The save goes to the hands of Cartel, and the foul called against Alex Eblacas, and that will send MPTC Express into the penalty. Gibson Repomata will replace Christopher De Jesus for the final time this season. And VJ Lopez will also enter the ball game for MPTC Express at the earliest possible situation. So it looks like MPTC Express waving the white flag as early as now. Down 14. Rebound secured by Gibson Repomata. Solis to Glenn Campos. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. No good. Roman Ramos with the rebound. Going steady to the front court. Nice feed. Inside to Espinoza for the finish. 2 minutes and 12 remaining. 90-74. OP Bagong Pilipinas will set their date against the AFP Cavaliers. And icing on the cake right there for Roman Ramos. A minute and 50 remaining here in this ball game. Joseph Law replacing Chris Delaten. Lopez driving through. Overshoots the layup. Rojan Covarrubias. Righty finish. Alejandro Bautista will enter for MPTC Express, replacing Antonino Tayao. Turnover by Alex Ablacas. Now OP Bagong Pilipinas goes to Rojan Covarrubias. They feed Espinoza down low for the deuce. It's all but over here in this quarterfinal round game. And Gibson Repomata scoring as we are down to the last minute of this game. And Espinoza scores once again. Ablacas answering right back for MPTC. Espinoza, kili shot, missed it. Second time around, still no good. 3 times, not the charm. Maybe a fourth, and yes, he does! Much to the delight of the OP Bagong Pilipinas bench and crowd. 31.4 remaining, and that will send OP Bagong Pilipinas over the century mark. So our top performer for this game for OP Bagong Pilipinas, Kevin Ong, 14 points, 4 rebounds. 2 rebounds and 4 assists. Also Chris Delaten with 14 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. But the leading scorer among the starters is De Vega with 13 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal and 4 blocks. Easily our best player of the game. And that will conclude MPTC Express's season. OP Bagong Pilipinas will move on to face the AFP Cavaliers in the semi-final round after this 101-80 victory over the MPTC Express. That concludes Tuesday night action here in the Makabansa Basketball League Season 3 quarterfinals. Capit Basic presented by Metro Pacific Investments, San Miguel Global Power, First Philippine Electric Corporation, Meralco Powergen, Pacific Power, Aboitiz Power, Lanco Pacific Corporation, Quezon Power Philippines, and Smart Communications. On behalf of the hardworking team here at Kings of the Court, my name is Yago Da Paz, signing off for now. So this is the Makabansa Basketball League Season 3 of With the Zen. Good game and good night.